2 million pops with T-Rex. That's it. That's the challenge. So why have I decided to do this challenge today? Well, 1, I feel like it, and 2, I feel like it's a fairly underrated tower for how strong it actually is. Actually, maybe less underrated, just underused, because once again, you barely see me using Beast Handlers. Now that I think about it, why don't I use Beast Handler a lot? Well, probably because I just forget about it every time I do a run. It just doesn't shoehorn into a lot of strategies that I feel like doing, or maybe the fact that it's all the way at the bottom of the tower list. That being said, why the hell is Beast Handler even in the support category? I must ask, what is it even supporting? Itself and doing more damage? Probably. Well, again, we know what the bottom path does. It's fairly support-ish, but the other two, not really. T-Rex is pretty much all damage, 10% support, quote-unquote, with the stun. But yeah, I think T-Rex is so good that we can try a 2 million on an advanced map. And this ain't no fraud advanced map. High Finance is probably right in the middle of the pack in advanced. Plus, sometimes playing 2 million pops challenges on advanced maps is a bit of fresh air because some of the maps, like this one, for example, have weird placements where you can't normally just simply decide to put a tower completely away from the track. For one, on this map, you have to pay a lot of money to do that, and it still touches a bit of the track, so you can't have them fully avoid pops all the time. That being said, can I get a 0-1-0 this round? I'd like to merge into a stronger Allosaurus. Plus, adding a second Beast Handler here allows us to increase the range of the Allosaurus. Say if I want to move the dino over here. But nope, I think just one extra merge should do. Nope. I'm gonna have to retarget that real quick. Alright, I just noticed that if you retarget one of the dinos, it retargets, or it cools off both the dino and the fishy. Too bad for the fishy. Not that it's doing much anyway, but it's there just so that we have an easier time in the early game. Once I have enough for a second Allosaurus, I'm gonna merge it for a max. I guess if you're out of the loop on how Beast Handlers work, it's actually more efficient now to just simply merge the higher tiers. Or at least in terms of the Microraptor to Allosaurus. I think the Microraptor did the math, it's $920 to get the +2 power on it. Meanwhile, this is $25 cheaper, so we absolutely take that for a max Adda. Let's just say max Allosaurus goes pretty hard in the paint. I know it still leaks pink balloons, but that's because pinks are annoying. Yeah, perhaps that's another reason why people don't use Beast Handlers very much. Like, to maximize the power of it, you have to micro, and micro is probably everyone's least favorite word to hear. Unless you're very dedicated to your craft, and in your craft, or your quest to become the best BTD6 player alive. Then in that case, micro is your favorite word. Okay, if I can, I'd love to try to save up for the Velociraptor right now. Or I could still buy some Barracudas to maybe balance out the damage that we're getting. Right now, pretty much all our eggs in this basket. If anything leaks through the Allosaurus, we have to use the M word, like this round, for example. But we're almost there, so I think we can just hold off this one round here, right? Yep. Got a micro back down here. And keep it here, come on. Oh my god, I leaked a yellow, but I had enough for V-Raptor that round. Like, now, for example, now. The thing is, the V-Raptor shoots, I think, slower than the max power Allosaurus, so it still leaks the yellow, bruh. Beast Handler moment. Looks like this time around, I could just do nothing and win. Now, I will say that things have changed quite a bit for the middle path beast since the last time I suppose I showcased this thing. Also, I think the Barracuda is, like, making us worse, because it's popping things to pinks. Let's hope it doesn't kill us here. Oh, it doesn't have enough attack speed. I got extra power on it. I think it's gonna survive, though, barely. My god, we need to power up to 24 ASAP for the attack speed. Man, this is painful, though. The V-Raptor's leaking spaced black balloons, of all things. Can we please get Allosaurus now, or the extra power? Come on. More attack speed. Save me. Bruh, I hope I didn't brick myself here. Actually, I guess I could get the following since I already planned to get it. That is a glue gunner to clump the things together. How does that do now? Oh, that's better. Look, it's hitting 2 blacks at once now. Now it's falling behind a bit though, so I gotta keep it like here. It's just a super sketch, but we're holding on. I'll take it. Still leaking group yellows. This is not good. I do want to try to get Geraldo, but the thing is, I can't put him in the middle here. I don't think I want to spend money on a Chinook, so It's probably got to be this thing here. You know what, actually? I think I've decided if I get the money this round, I'm just going to buy an Air Burst Darts. Frick it. Until we get a max Velociraptor up, this is how we will just help out the V-Raptor in the early game. Because, I mean, it's a good tower. You just are not supposed to solo with it. So that's sometimes where 2 million pops challenges are not quite how things are, like, going to work in your average game. Because after all, this is a self-imposed challenge, pretty much. Are we out of the woods yet? I hope so, because, yeah, after getting Airburst, I can straight up get the next V-Raptor. And, yeah, sadly, no discount here, but it is what it is to get 24 out of 24. So we will get 24 out of 24 before round 40 comes in. That's good. Can the V-Raptor solo a Moab? We'll find out soon. Here we go. Doing 27 damage per chomp, I think. Holy, I think only needs one shot to kill ceramics. That's what V-Raptor is great for. Incredible mid-game power, unlike any other. Now I think we can finally get Geraldo. If I put it here, can't touch the balloons at all. And we have utility if random strays leak. And as you would probably expect, the same thing happens when you upgrade to T-Rex, so I'm not going to buy this until I can get, like, a huge amount of power into it. Maybe, like, not max 64, but, like, 40 or something like that. There was also a time, a long time ago, like, close to when the Beast Standard got released, where a degree 43, like, a very specific amount of Beast power would be better for the T-Rex. Because of the fact that, at that power, it can one-shot cerams, and I guess it's more cost-efficient than going all the way to a max. But in case you missed it many months ago, they made it so that the T-Rex can damage through layers now. If you don't know how good that is, well, that means, say, if a MOBA is 1 HP, T-Rex can nom all of it, whereas before, it would do 1 damage and leave a bunch of cerams, much to everybody's dismay. Hence, 64 out of 64 is what we should go for now. Just, yeah, very simple. Just merge. As you see, I have the money now, but I don't know if I want to get it yet, or maybe I low-key just kind of want to spend money on Overclock if I'm already, like, going to need to spend, like, 20 plus K on a T-Rex and more. You know what I mean? In fact, let me cook something up right about now. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna buy a discount village right over here. And I'm gonna put an overclock right about here. Yes, I'm gonna discount tier 3 cleansing foam, even though it doesn't cost a lot of money at all. So what is the point of that, really? Well, the point is for the long haul, because I'm gonna add some more towers over there later on, which you'll see in a bit. For now, we gotta hold the line until we can afford the overclock, which is very soon. We finally got it. So hopefully now, it probably won't, but it would be cool if I didn't have to micro the beast. But sadly, I still do, even from Moabs. But if I got Moab Glue, then we're absolutely set. So that's going to be next. Or rather, just leave it in the bend, and T-Rex should, or V-Raptor should, barely get it in time. Come on, Glue. Gimme. There we go. Looks like for this straight line, it does have enough. Yeah, minimal micro required at this point, which is really great to see. I think now I'll try to save up for, like, 20,000 for T-Rex plus more. It's probably the first point in the game where I can finally, like, relax for a second, but that was only a very brief 10 seconds or so. Still gotta unsubmerge for F-Moab, sadly. If you thought 63 is gonna be an issue, then forget about it, because Max V-Raptor can indeed one-shot a big clump of cerams. Looks like 20,000 is there this round. I want to save for double this amount so that I could, well, watch the following. Boom, degree 32, and boom, now degree 40. And if we overclock it, it should overcome a lot of the attack speed issues, right? At least we shouldn't get any downgrade from the T-Rex at all. Seems like it's doing at least equal to the V-Raptor, although I could be wrong. No, it's definitely doing much better than the V-Raptor because, as you see, it's able to beat BFBs without even having to retarget it, so that's great news. I guess we'll go for this next. Wait, what am I doing? I'm so dumb. I shouldn't have actually bought the second T-Rex. It's not cost efficient. For some reason, I was tunnel visioning on getting 4 beast handlers because, you know, that's what you need to get a Giga Nodosaurus. But if you're not going for the tier 5, then it's still efficient to discount tier 3 V-Raptors. That's why I got this village over here. Let me first do the following, though, because I want to gain some intel range with a very simple, I guess, tier 1 over here. So now we'll power 41, but watch this if I retarget. Look at that. we can now attack it very early on the odd rounds. Sadly, I don't think you can get any more range because the ranges have to overlap between the Beast Energy Merging and this one, and I think we're barely out of range in this one. Let me just see. But yeah, I should be merging these guys. Let's test now. Nope. Still the same amount of range. But yeah, it's so much more efficient because how much money am I paying for this discounted tier 3? Like, I think it's like half the amount of money as a T-Rex because I only get +8 if I do that. That's so bad. I just lost 5k. Despite the extra 5k loss though, I can still get the max 64 right on around 77 here. So overall, if I did do it efficiently, I think the T-Rex cost like 35,000, around that price range. This one's now a 40k T-Rex. So in terms of price, we should be looking at something comparable in power to, I don't know, a Glaive Lord. Except without all the annoying save up because, well, as you see, we can increase the power of this in like 5 or several $1,000 increments as opposed to saving 30k for a whole tier 5. That's where the convenience of, well, the beast handlers come in. Well, now it's time for the infinite buff spam. What should I get next? Well, probably Call to Arms because I already got a discount here for a reason. And the one benefit of this being a tier 4 is that Overclock has full uptime as opposed to 75% if you had a tier 5, so we don't have to worry about proper overclock timing. Just use it whenever it's up, and you got the item. Sense.exe has stopped working. There's Homeland, or Call to Arms. Kind of crazy that I can leave the T-Rex on the top side, like on this building, and it can still like beat them in that small range. Speaking of range, Geraldo's currently level 16. Okay, I don't think I care too much about the +1 damage of the invisibility potion at level 19. So I'm gonna do this now so it gets more range, and more opportunity to leave it in one spot while doing all the damage. Let's go ahead and use Call to Arms right now, because I want to see if we can beat it all before they even exit this top lane. And I think it can. Well, close. It got almost everything, except... Nope. The ability, too, looks like it soaks through, which is pretty cool. By the way, I think that was the first Jerry item I've ever used in the entire game, so just from food for thought, Hero isn't really doing much at all. I got a Saboteur. I should probably use it so that I don't have to micro it for fortify rounds like this. All right, another Call to Arms here. Oh, we're leaking random fortified SRAMs. How did that even happen? Well, looks like I got a micro for a single black balloon. That was sad, and a blue balloon too. It was probably better off just using a Jerry Spike, but I forgot. So we'll just have the T-Rex clean those 2 pops and clean off the rest of that. I want to try to save for an absolute 0. I probably should have done that before as Sabo, because I don't know how necessary the Sabo really was right now. But it's good for DDT rounds, and I guess, again, keeping it all in one place. Look at that, though. Clean up 92 without even using the Call to Arms, so I can use it this round if I want to. But I think I'll just Sabo. Or if it does leak through... Yeah, I'll just use a stun. Why not? Ah, and I see the problem. The Fortifieds. They sneak through if I don't have Call to Arms, so I guess I'll use it. I'll go ahead and use it now so I don't have to do any annoying micro. And it shouldn't need for the start of 94, right? Well, let's hope not. Stun here. Call to Arms now. I don't think I'm even going to bother Sabo. If anything gets through, just move it. And I probably will over here. That's all we need to use. Nice. Raid news all. Absolute 0 can be forwarded in the middle of 95 here. Let's see if I can get away with just Sab for now. Overclock? Call to Arms? I'll use a stun here. Although I think I might have to re-micro for that 1 DDT that got through. Dang it. Well, let's just get most of them. And then, we should be able to clean up the last 4 here, right? Yes, indeed. Now, the only problem the T-Rex has is, of course, beating around 100, so at this point, I don't think I'm going to spend any money in support, unless it's maybe on a Geraldo item. We should just be focusing on, I guess, saving the money for First Strike or Spike Storm. I mean, we'll have enough money, so... By the way, check out this sick T-Rex spot. It can snipe the balloons on the right side, so I don't even have to retarget it, which is pretty awesome. Although I might be putting too much confidence. No, I'll still freeze it, because that part does look a bit scary. By the way, all this intel on the right side was for nothing, because I haven't even had to micro for the odd rounds. They're not too terribly difficult. I'll do it now, though, just for a bit of a head start. Now, who's ready to see Beast Shred 98? I'll go ahead and get the Sabo out of the way early. T-Rex stun too, sure. How about Absolute Zero and Called Arms now? Yes, let's go. We got 3 random Cerams sneaking their way through, but 1 T-Rex shot if I retarget it. Should snipe it like that. And come on. How about another stun? Called Arms is out, but that's okay. And there it is. First try with the, like, blindfolds on, basically. Because I just spammed whatever was up at the time, and it worked. Actually, let's not speak too soon. Retarget for 1 shot. And move it back up here. I don't have, sadly, the Sabo up. I have it now, actually. I'll go ahead and use it. Retarget down here. Absolute Zero, sure, why not? Looks like I needed it. But we're definitely well on our way to 2 million pops. Unless I trolled and something did a billion damage, but it looks like nah. Come on, stun. Ooh, that was clutch. Okay. We need 32,000 damage this round. Here's where the following should come in handy. Called Arms now. Spike Storm, and we got enough for a couple of rejuves here. 1 now, and another one here, and another Call to Arms. Should be close to dead soon. Yep, anytime now. Whoa, that was really close. I'm actually sure I can beat this here. This might be a little close for comfort. How about a glue and a Sabo here, and 1 more rejuve, so we can Call to Arms, and we have the T-Rex stun too. Freeze, and nice. A stomp to end it all off, and we cleared it by a mile. 24,000 pops is technically a good amount over the limit. Pretty easy completion, I'd say, considering the map we were on.